Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. In the last episode we made it to the right side of the City of Tears, which I said is kind of the rich people's quarters. You can tell from some of the journal entries. I can find them. So the Husk Dandy, former member of Hallownest's High Society. Same line applies to all of them. So some kind of plague has affected the minds of everything and turned them into these husks. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to demonstrate, but with the Dream Nail you can read people's minds if you can manage to get in a shot without them knocking you away. These guys, they're nasty. I don't want to mess with you. I will have to show off what they do, because in here is one that's guarding a grub. So they swing either once or twice, and if they swing twice, you have enough time to retaliate. And the Descending Dark spell is by far the best way at my disposal of fighting them. Ouch! There's a lot of rooms around here. This one... Oh, I do have a key. Do I want to open this one right now? Yes, we can get other keys, so I'll show this off. Songstress Marissa, a voice to ease all burdens and still all troubled minds. You may have noticed the geo chest in one of the alcoves on the way up. This is the Pleasure House. Breakable wall there. That takes us to a rather interesting location. So you can use the crystal dash when you're on a wall. But this is not open. That's breakable from the other side, so that's somewhere we will be getting to much later. Just wanted to show it off now. Where would I land if I actually followed that shaft all the way down, though? I think I know, and it's not especially interesting. But we can come here and listen to Marissa singing. Isn't that nice? Welcome to my stage, little one. I'm Marissa, a songstress of some renown, though given the sorry state of this place, you may find it hard to believe. Huge crowds once flocked to hear me sing, then something changed. The audience, once so enrapt, began to leave. I continued to sing, yet my voice fell silent upon their ears. Perhaps you'd care to listen to me sing? You'll be the first in an age to hear it. Well, should have talked to her and then listened. That would have been more satisfying. So you can interrupt the elevator by asking it to go back up, and that's how to get into these alcoves. Where's the one where we saw something here? And there's also, on the right, this shaft leading down with another Wanderer's Journal. So that was the pleasure house. Not much to it, but it's a nice little... Whoops! Nice little bit of lore, as well as a shortcut to that area at the top when you have that open from the other side. So there's a sign pointing down, and there is stuff down there. There's quite a lot of interesting stuff down there, but this is not the time to explore that. Instead, we get to this. Give me your geo! So we're back at the Fountain of the Hollow Knight. This door was not opened before, now it is. And the real point of interest is up here. However, so it's a little hard to get up there. One thing you can do is, similar to what I did in the Crystal Peak, you can pogo off the furniture. Oh, didn't quite make it. I'll give it one more try. And if I don't make it, then we'll save this for later. There we go! Nice. So there's a bench over here, very handy. And it's so... the gap there is rather camouflaged, but you can tell that that's a gap. And if you come down here, you have to fight these two simultaneously. Which is fine when we have the descending dark. Open a shortcut there. Another of those guys in this narrow hallway, but we can just dash over his head. And this long corridor takes us to this door that was closed before. This is, Great Husk Cemetery is what they're called. This is just below the Soul Sanctum on the map. So this is a corridor we looked at and couldn't get anywhere with. And as you can see, the area to the right is just below the Dreamer. So if we go up, we might meet him. So what I'm trying to do is stay just out of his range, and when he does the double swipe, retaliate. One. That frees this grub. But on this side is the more interesting feature of this place. So one thing I haven't shown off yet is that the Dream Nail actually helps to refill your soul gauge as well as reading people's thoughts. Very handy when heading into what might be a bit of a dangerous arena. Oh, we'll see. But Watcher Knight. Is it kind of similar to the guys before? But the rolling moves are harder to avoid, and after some time, another one joins in. I'm being really careless. Oops. Yeah, the thing you want to do in this fight is to know where both of them are, and because just after they've done a move or attack, they're not going to do another one straight away. And if both of them are in a cooldown, then you have time to heal up. This is a marathon and not a sprint. There's another one. Of course, another good trick is to fire spells from one side of both of them so it hits both. Oops. You get little resting periods when they go down, but there's 6 altogether. Now, I think I've taken down 3, so... Whoops. I'm getting really careless. I may lose this fight. There wasn't much I could do to avoid taking a hit there. And I shouldn't have stopped so close to that one. All the work I put into healing is quickly being undone. But there you go. You can't even get in... Oh, wow! Not only can you sometimes get in opportunities for double heals, I didn't even need it because that was the end of the fight. Okay, that boss is quite notorious for its difficulty, so I'm happy with how that went. As a reward, we get quite a lot of cash, and yep, by pogoing on another background obstacle, we get the Hallow Nest seal, and from there it's just a straight ride up. Except, you know, when we get near the top and there's these alcoves with little statues in, I think one of them might have something. I hope so, otherwise I'm doing all this vandalism for nothing. There we go. Sleep beckons eternal, and these words become my last. Though my gaze shall no longer fall upon this city, I will act forever in its protection. For king, for bug, for Hallow Nest, I head now to my rest. There's a telescope here. We can look at the city from above, but we can't move the telescope about or interact with it any other way. It's just a little bit of flavour bit. Here he is, our first dreamer, Lurien the Watcher. Have to dream nail. And kill him inside the dream. Oh, and then focus. But that was one of the 3 masts protecting the Black Egg Temple, so by now it's clear what's going to happen. We have to find all 3, we have to hunt them down, we have to go there. This guy's Lurien's butler, by the way. He's nice, I'll leave him. And once we've destroyed all 3 of them, we can actually get inside that Black Egg. I need to call the elevator, because I can't get past it when it's at the bottom. Just veer a little to the side and we can pass each other. Okay. 1 of 3. I just want to check quickly. No, I don't have another simple key on me right now. I could buy the one that Sly has, of course. So yeah, there are 4 simple keys in the game and they're interchangeable. So I could get to the area down below the city if I wanted to spend another one of them, if I wanted to buy another one, or get one of the other. First, though, I'm actually heading away from it. Since we've seen this door and we have the elegant key, let's see what that does. Oh, elevator's at the bottom. Nice. So, rematch with our friend the Soul Warrior. I keep forgetting that my current nail doesn't one-shot the flying guys. Are those follies or mistakes? I always get the two mixed up. The flying guys are follies. And yep, this is the entry for Watcher Knight. Or rather, the discarded shell of a Watcher Knight reanimated by a swarm of infected flies. That's what we thought. Yeah, I forget that my attacks do not one-shot the follies at the moment. I'm used to doing this fight when they do. But if we do this... we get the Shade Soul, which is the upgrade to the Vengeful Spirit, and it would have made a lot of sense to come here and get that before doing the Watcher Knights. I just didn't think of it. Oh well. We got that now. How long has this episode been going? Not very long. I just want to see... So I could go down there, below the thing that's just to the left of the King's Station, but that is a whole new area, so I'll do that in its own episode. I don't want to go to Deep Nest yet, for sure. There's more to explore in Greenpath that's also needs an episode to itself. So is there really anything I can think of to do right now in the rest in the rest of this one? No, honestly, I think I'll just leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.